Just a disclaimer for this video, everybody. This is when Fade broke Zeb's leg and Zeb killed Ocean with Mr. Alcohol. And I just wanted to say that I really worked hard on this video, and I really want you guys to watch it because it's just a lot of meaning to me and Carter. You know, me and Carter had a hard time getting rid of this character that's been here since day 2. Day 2 of Ghost vs. Shadow, like the old times. Just thank you for watching this video. Huh? Your leg's fine.
You really think you can
How?
defeat me that easily, Fade?
Your power, it's back. Yeah.
That is true, Fade. Fade, you need to understand that my legacy
Will
will
not live
forever live
anymore.
on.
I won't
But
let
my
that happen.
legacy will forever live on. It'll be remembered, and all the people that are recruited to Ghost,
I may
all the
not be as
people that I
powerful as
helped,
you, but I can
all the
defeat you.
people,
I may not be as powerful as
all
your full
those people.
power, but I can still
Legacy.
defeat you.
The legacy will live on.
Now,
We'll all
Zev,
together at one point.
let's fight.
Fight, you say?
Yes.
First, let me just reminisce for a second. Here's my suit. Ah, here it is. Hanging up in the position that I left it. I've lived in this suit for like 90% of my life.
No one cares about your stupid suit. Ah! Ah! Time to crush it! Ah! Ah! Ah!
You know, the ex-native family is not gonna live on that well without me, Fid. Fid,
What do you
if I
want?
die, I just want to let you know where my will is.
What's that?
My will? You don't know what a will is, Fid?
No, I know what it is. I just want to know what your will is.
Oh, you're gonna have to go read it for yourself. It's in the, you know how this island's been around here for basically a more time than, like, it's just been around here for a long time? It's gone through a lot. Well, I buried my will a long time ago, and I had to unbury it a few times to change it a few times, and I buried it where I originally put the temple, which was, like, right here. So, let's see. Somewhere in this mound.
Can you just read it to me? Is that possible, Zev?
You're gonna have to read it yourself.
Extriel.
You know what? Fine. I'll read it if you win this battle.
This is
That's the only
hard.
time I'm supposed to read a will, you know?
You're at your full power. Isn't that right?
I'm basically the original. I've been around for so long. I've been the source of a lot of good things, a lot of bad things. I'm the reason that so many things in this world are changed. I'm the reason that Ghost won against the Ghost vs. Shadow War. The
There
reason
was 2 of those
for all
wars.
this. I won a lot. I lost a lot. I did many things. Every day I think about what I've done for this place.
I
What
don't
bad
think you
things
should
I've
have
done.
killed Midas.
All the bad things that I've done, all the good things that I've done. It all
Midas.
comes together at one point.
You remember that one time Midas returned?
I remember how you used to respect me a lot. When I
Why
first
would I
met you,
respect an evil
when I
person?
first met you, you were a huge fan of me. I remember meeting you at your house in Sweaty Sands after
We don't speak
the
of that.
island flooded.
I don't want any more
It's just a
nostalgic
memorable
moments.
experience. But if I die, I'm banishing my own soul and crushing it. It's the point. Maybe I'll even just feed it perfect shadow or something. What's the point?
You're still on about Perfect Shadow. That man is... I don't know what he is.
He's me.
Black and white shadow thing.
He's basically me. After I signed that contract and made the deal with him, we are basically the same thing. You know, Fade, you take me for such a bad person, but it's Perfect Shadow's fault.
It's not his fault that the love of my life died. Do you understand that? He wasn't in your system.
Were you paying attention to my eyes when I murdered your wife? Were my eyes, like, any type of white, like, strangely?
Ah! It doesn't matter what your eyes were. It wasn't.
Well, you see, when my eyes are a strange shade of white, he is possessing me, but who knows? I don't even remember. I'm too hungover.
You know what, Zev? I'm not gonna kill a family member.
You're not
you should
spare me, Fade.
I will spare you. You need to live.
I don't think so.
Ah! Zev! Ah! You need to live! Your power!
The power of the island and the power of the echo.
Zev, you need to live! We could just tell the whole world that you died.
It's gonna be your fault because you never trusted me.
I'm not as powerful. Your light magic doesn't work on me. Your light power, it won't hurt me. I could just dodge it. But I'm still good enough to defeat to hurt you. You know that. You're not invincible to me.
I see.
I still stand a chance. A big chance. You're not too much more powerful than I am. What? I can't move.
It's all your fault.
I can't move.
You're too cocky, Fade.
I'm not being cocky.
Believe me, I was too. As much as you deny it. You are the strongest being. Besides, well, we don't really talk about that, but you are the strongest of, well, humankind, or Exonator, or God, or whatever you want to call it.
I will grab the Infinity Blade, and I will strike you!
You already took the Infinity Blade, Fade. I held that one time.
You're not worthy.
I know.
You killed Midas.
Yeah, I did.
You should have killed him forever.
Well, that wasn't... Back then, that wasn't in my capability. Well, kind of was, but I didn't realize at the time that Midas is that important that he would come back. I didn't realize it then, but I realize it now, and even with all this power that I've been gaining from Shadow and all these people and all the things I've done, I still can't retract time.
Extrial.
Been here so long. Zeb City, ego, everything.
You know what you did? I'm still not gonna forgive. I said I forgave you. I forgave you and about injuring my father, but I never did.
You see, Fade, your father's not get along with the guy. Well, you see,
He's the total
there are
opposite of you.
there's two different types of exonators in the world. Most of them are born differently. Me and your father, for say, were twins, actually. And since both of our exonator parents were both different, basically different than each other, it made us different. Race, actions, anything.
But that changed. You became evil and he became good. Good man.
Wasn't a good man, you see. I was born on the, what people call the side of sun. It's the ancient name. I was born on this side, you see, and, well, that basically made me PR, which I didn't really feel that respected to it. Your father was born on what I like to, is what the ancient name was, the side of, the side of shit, the side of midnight, which was in most Exnator history evil. And I always thought that he was worse than me. And that's the reason I always tried to act like he was, when I realized he wasn't, but
His
that
powers were
kind of
stronger.
made him more psychopathic. It changed him, made him to what I really thought he was. And one day, while
My
I was
father's not
in
evil.
Zeb City, do you remember Zeb City? Used to be here. There was a giant Zev tower. There was a bunch of
I'm not
places, and
dumb.
Thor and all those people were visiting me. And, well, when I was thinking, I was reminiscing on stuff one day, and I just realized that that's what was going on with your father, and that's why, to you, it seems like I was so evil, which honestly I was, but
Uh,
you know what?
Zev, I will spare you.
That's not gonna happen. I can just dig up my will. Let's see. Okay, come with me. Let's read this properly. This area right here. This area where I'm standing used to be my old home. It was a little ego outpost, ego barrack, which
Okay.
was not that comfortable. But remember one time Sky came and yeah, she was interesting. I haven't seen Sky in it feels like decades. So many people I haven't seen in a long time. It's just basically the only people I've been seeing lately is you, Perfect Shadow, Eternal Light, and Wavebreaker, but
Eternal Night will never see
feels
you again. Neither will
feels sad.
Wavebreaker.
Feels sad. Yeah, that is true, but Fade, what's the point? If you're saying you're gonna spare me so much, what's the even point of like why would you just death is worse than suffering, Fade. I realized that a long time ago. It's what goes in the Exnator
You mean
tradition. It's one of our
suffering is worse than death?
catchphrases, actually. One of our catchphrases.
See, I broke your doorbell. No one can ever use
Oh,
it.
it's one of having a doorbell in here. Let's see here. It's kind of covered in sand, but I'm gonna try to
Oh, I
dust
know
it
who
up.
else you've trained.
I
The
shut
chosen
up.
one.
I'm trying to read my will, Fade. This is kind of respectful, even if you are the god of the universe. Basically, you can't. You still have to be respectful when it comes to will reading, Fade. Okay. What is this? So, I can't even read the date. That's not where I put the date. Exonator, Extrail Evil Exinator, the first of the Exinator family tradition, born on I can't read that. What does this say, Fade? It says like Mandalorian. What was this called? That place that's like Mandalorian place or something? That
Oh,
planet?
Mandalore.
Mandalore, yeah, it's
Your
a
home. Your
My
homeland.
eyes are really not working. Mandalore. I state that I will leave all my financials to my daughter Waybreaker, all my abilities and powers to my nephew Fade, and basically stepson. I leave all my history to be all history and remains of me basically to the research study of famous figures and basically everything else to my other families. Here's the part about legacy. My legacy will ever live on in everybody's hearts that knew me. Even if people see me evil, people see me good. I don't even know what I am, but you know what? I do.
You
Because
can redeem yourself.
I'm reading the will, Fate. I'm not actually speaking. This is what I wrote. Not what I am, but today I realize the day that I ever read this, the day that I ever meet my demise, I say that I will have my soul banished and never be able to come back. Because I've been around here for too long and it's making reputation worse. But my legacy will ever live on. Who knows if it'll somehow go away, but when it comes to the people who respected me, hated me, anyone will have some memory. But throughout it all, I had a mother, father, mother. One day I found this mysterious temple with my brother, and we touched this thing called the Zero Plant, and he almost died. And then I wore a suit for basically the rest of my life, and I joined Ego on a different planet with my friend Midas, and it all came from there. I became an Ego leader. Midas was evil, and I've been through a lot. Through death and everything, and all of it comes down to what this universe really is. An echo. History repeats itself. No. The more you try to learn, the more you'll never learn. That's how it is in this universe. It's different for other people, for other beings in this reality. It's different for them because they don't know. 0 Point's what keeps us together. It's what closes us in this loop of 0 Point, and Nexus it holds our universe together and allows other realities to collapse to each other and form. That's how Deadpool came here. That's how Batman came here. That's how a bunch of superheroes came here. It's the only reason that they're here. But through it all, I, External Evil Exinator, resume through my ability of Echo and respond to death with open arms. External Evil Exinator the First. Fade, you can go ahead now.
Why can't I spare you? Why won't you?
Either kill me or I'll kill myself.
How do you want to die? Your heart to be crushed?
You know what? Get an Infinity Blade.
Yeah. Infinity Blade. Spawn!
Oh look, there it is. Just before you use it, Fade. Before you use it. Allow me, Fade. Dropped the Infinity Blade for a second.
Allow you to what?
Just drop it.
Don't touch it, Zib, or else you'll die.
See, I'm already gonna die, Fade. I can feel the
You're
blood.
worthy.
I can feel the blood of Midas on this and other evil people who came before him.
Why should I kill you, Zev? You're worthy. If the Infinity
this thing
Blade,
has so much legacy in it.
if the Infinity
Many people have
Blades,
held this blade.
Zev,
It's done so much.
you don't realize this. You've redeemed yourself. You can hold the Infinity Blade.
That's only because.
Zev, no.
It's only because after Exnator wills are read, they can hold Infinity Blades until death. If they refuse their death, then they suffer much worse consequences.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I can't.
Alright, world. And as I always say,
Wait, I need to do this.
don't. And as I always say, Fade. As I always say, don't ask how all this happened.
Ah! Ah!